Hi there and welcome to Beauty Talk. My name is Linda, and if you didn't know me already, I love everything about skincare, makeup and beauty, and even fashion. And today I wanted to share it with you, this makeup look for Christmas. I am in love with this look. I mean, it's got all the glamour, the sparkles, and this bright lip, which I chose a hot pink instead of the traditional red. I love the red, but I thought, why not switch things up and use this beautiful hot pink for the holiday season, for this Christmas. I'm also going to be sharing with you a little bit of what I'm wearing. Maybe it's a suggestion, it could help you figure out what to wear, and yeah, maybe you're gonna like it. So if you want to see how I got this makeup look, please keep on watching. But before, I want to ask you, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. There's a lot of you who are still watching my videos and you forget to subscribe to my channel, and I would love to have you in my little community here on YouTube. I would love to have you, and it's really important for me that you do subscribe because that helps my channel. And also, not only subscribe, but give me a like at the end of the video so that I know you like this type of content, but also that's going to help the YouTube algorithm and push my videos forward so that more people can watch the video. So it means a lot to me if you can do that. Also, don't forget to follow me over on Instagram and TikTok. I also share some beauty tips there, but also a little bit of my personal life if you want to get to know me a little more. And yeah, I think that's about it. Let's get into the video now. So I think we're ready to start filming. I'm going to put on a little bit of a lip balm before we move on because my lips are so dry. And this is just my Reve de Miel from Nuxe. It's like this. And it's basically done. I'm going to start with eyes first, and I'm going to prep my eyes for that. So first of all, I'm going to use an eye primer. I'm actually going to use this one. Let's use this one from Beauty Pie, and it's called Flawless Eyeshadow Primer, and I'm going to put it all over my eyelids. I'm already dressed for the occasion. As you can see, I had a little jacket on before because it's cold, but I'm hoping that I can stay with the outfit throughout the video. So I'm just going to blend this in all over the eyelid and almost all over to the brow bone as well. And this is just going to prep the eyelids, clear combes to work on better with the eyeshadow. And I just blend that all the way up. This is maybe not my favorite eyeshadow base, but I think it works right now because I just want to have, you know, a good place to work on, and also it's just going to help for the eyeshadow to look better and the colors are going to look better. I'm going to use my Laura Mercier's translucent loose setting powder. This is a mini travel size. I'm so happy I got it because, you know, sometimes you want to have your things you regularly use, and I like using loose setting powder. And actually, I've never used this before, and it's like the most popular loose setting powder. So I'm just going to take that with a fluffy brush, and I'm going to set all over my eyelid. I think I actually want to do a little bit of an eyebrow before I move on with the eyes. So I'm just going to brush them up. Then I'm going to use my NYX Lift and Snatch eyebrow pen. This is in the color Ash Brown. This is a really good eyeshadow pen, and it's rather affordable. I just try and fill in the gaps where I have like some missing hair and kind of correct a little bit the shape. It will never be perfect, we know. I'm actually in desperate need of going to grooming my eyebrows, and I will do that hopefully next week or in the next 2 weeks to go see my lady Shaggy. She's watching me. Extend a little bit here at the end. So I'm gonna set my eyebrows with whatever's left of this brow gel. This is the clear brow gel. It's called Brow Fix from Charlotte Tilbury. I really like this one. Just set my eyebrows, brush them up. So the makeup that I want to do is basically inspired in the outfit that I'm wearing right now. And I have like subtones or undertones of silver. That's the jewelry I'm wearing, and I'm going to be wearing some silver shoes, and the top has like a little bit of this silver in it. But I kind of still want to do a bit more of a warmer eyeshadow and use gold instead of silver. I like mixing metals, and I think it's just going to work. And I already did this look, or a very similar look that I'm going to do today, on Instagram. But I wanted to show you how it looks together with this whole look, slightly styled different from that video, for a Christmas day or Christmas evening, better said. So yeah, let's see how it goes, and hopefully it's gonna turn out really well and you're gonna like it as much as I do. And I don't have any new eyeshadows to show you. I'm gonna start with brown, and you probably see me use this eyeshadow palette a million times. I do have a new eyeshadow palette coming from Charlotte Tilbury, which I'm hoping to do a New Year's Eve look with that one to share with you. Hopefully I will get that out soon. But at the moment, I just have this palette, but I can assure you that there is many palettes that have similar colors. What I could do is, in the description box, I can try and find palette that has similar colors as these ones. So if you're looking for something similar, you can find that easily. It should be relatively easy to do this eyeshadow look, but let's see how it goes. So again, I'm gonna start by taking the lightest sort of like brown. It's like a light little camel color, and I'm gonna work that through my socket line here in the crease, and try and focus that in the crease. Start to define it. And I try to also kind of define as well all the way here, almost bringing it to the inner corner. Take a smaller brush, and I'm going to take a deeper brown. Let's take a combination of these two just on the tip of the brush, and I'm going to deepen that crease. So I'm just going to work on it, and then I can look down so that I can feel where my crease is, and I'm just going to nestle it there and then bring it outwards, because type of eye makeup I tend to like is that makes my eye look a little bit elongated, and I feel that just suits me better. We can see that we're building a crease, and it also kind of lifts the eye a little bit when you do that. I'm actually going to take a little bit of this lighter brown, and I'm going to nestle it almost like here at the outer V. Just nestle it a little more there, do like a little V here, because I am going to use some black there, and I want it to kind of like blend in with that sort of clean fluffy brush that I can just go over the edges and the top, just so that there's no harsh lines, because I don't want it to be so harsh in the top part. Should we do the eyeliner? Yeah, let's do the eyeliner first. Let's start by doing an eyeliner using a black eyeshadow. I like using that. It works really, really well. And this is an eyeshadow from MAC. It's a single eyeshadow. It's called Carbon, the color. Sorry, my throat is... So I just dip in with this kind of brush. This is a brush from Zoeva, and it's called the Luxe Precise Shader. It's 233. And it just is like a very tiny brush, so it's supposed to kind of like put like a little bit of shimmer in here, but I use it actually to do my eyeliner because it's rather flat and it's quite small, so it's really helpful to do that. And I'm gonna do like, I want to do like sort of smoky eyeliner, and I'm gonna just start by the middle outwards. I start by the middle outwards and I start building that color. You can come as close as you want. I try to make it really tapered in this part of the eye, so that it doesn't close my eye and it doesn't make them look too close. So that's why I love the siren eyes, but I avoid them on me because I feel like they don't suit me so well. And then I'm going to start doing my wing, and I just look straight and I have a fold. Notice that I have a fold here. So I'm just going to look straight without stretching my eyes, and then I'm going to slowly start sort of like stamping and dragging over, you can see it looks a bit funny because of the eye shape, but I'm gonna keep on just stamping and dragging gently, and because I'm doing my eyes first, I'll be able to clean it up afterwards, so I will be able to perfect it. So I'm just gonna build that here, keep on building that slowly. You see how it looks? But that's fine because I'm gonna play with that shape now. I'm actually going to make a V here. So let's see. Just gonna follow the shape there. I'm gonna create that V. Just put a little bit more black. But I'm also going to create a little V here. I don't want to go too far up. I just want to keep it simple like that. And then I just keep on building the color. And then I'm going to smoke it out. Okay, so now I've got the shape of what I'm gonna do. Hope you can see that well. And I'm gonna slightly just blend the edges of this. Start here, the outer part, the inner part of the eye. Just gonna blend the edges of that eyeliner. And then I'm gonna blend this one here. And then also the edge at the top. Doing small little movements. Takes a lot of work. Well, not too much, but just more like patience. Patience to blend that into the brown shade there. I'm gonna take this brush, which I used with the brown. I'm gonna dip into that sort of this brown here, these two, and I'm going to further blend a little bit more that black line. Just create that nice little socket line there, crease with the black, and just soften that a little more. So far I think it's going really well. I'm going to do a little bit of tight lining now, and I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Rock and Coal eye pencil, or what is this called? Is it liquid eye pencil in the color Bedroom Black? And I'm going to do some tight lining with it, and then I will just bring it here, and this is a way where I can actually kind of like eyeline almost like that inner corner without using too much of the space on the outside here. Take this light eyeshadow. This is an eyeshadow from the brand, what is it called again? Bourjois. I don't know, I think that's how you call it. It's a French like drugstore brand, and it's in the color Egg Shall. But you can use any kind of like sort of pale color like this. And I'm just gonna bring it all like in the inner corner. Instead of using a highlight here, I'm just going to kind of like add a little more here in this area so that I can use that to put my shimmer, because you know this is a Christmas makeup and we want to use the shimmers, all these colors. It's the time for that. And then this is the time also to just go over that eyeshadow pencil that I used. I'm just going to go here in the inner corner a little bit to smudge that line that I did in the waterline, but somehow it kind of came up a little bit. I'm just gonna try and like smudge it a little more, soften it. Okay, and then I can also like blend any parts here that I feel like need to be blended a little bit more. And for the start of the show, we're gonna use, I think we can go and use this now, which is the sparkly eyeshadow if you wish. This is from Bobbi Brown. It's called Luxe Eyeshadow Rich Sparkle in Sunny Flare. Look how beautiful that is. It's so beautiful. So I'm just gonna take it with my finger and I'm gonna place it in that empty pocket that I did. An empty space, and slightly go over the crease slightly. Oh, look how beautiful that is. Oh my gosh, I don't know if you can see in this light. Hope you can see it. My eyesight is not the best, so even though I can see myself in the phone because I'm filming with my phone, it's the distance or something. I can't see. I can't see so well, so I can't tell if things are looking great unless I look at myself in the mirror like this. So what I want to do next is I want to do a little bit of an eyeliner, but like a thin eyeliner, just to complement that smoky eyeliner that I did. So I'm gonna use, this is the Enrich and Elevate eyeliner from Iconic London, and this is a great eyeliner because it's double-ended and it has like this really thin end here, which is great for getting really close to the lashes and also creating that siren eye if you like that. And it's got a thicker one that you can use for, you know, making it a little bit more thicker at the outer part of the eye. It's a really great one. And I'm gonna use the thinner part first to get really close to the eyelashes, and I'm just gonna get from the middle out. I'm just going to, from the middle out, I'm gonna go and just thicken that eyelash line. I'm not gonna use false lashes, so I'm gonna make it look a little bit thicker. And then I'm gonna create the tiniest wing, sort of within that wing that I already did. Try not to speak now. I hope you're able to see in the camera what I'm doing. I'll try and put maybe some close-ups so you can see how it looks like with the really thin line and then with the smoked out wing with the black eyeshadow. It looks really nice. Let's move on with skin now. Before I will finish the eyes later and with the mascara later, but I'm going to do my skin now. And I'm going to use this Makeup Forever HD all-in-one face palette. I don't know if I'll be able to link it. If I can find it, a link for it, I will, but I did purchase this in Sephora UK. I think you can buy it in other Sephoras, whether that is in the UK, the US, or around in Europe. It's a really great palette to have and very helpful, really. Thing is, my skin has been prepped for hours now, several hours, and I need a little extra moisture. I'm going to use a primer. I'm going to use this one from Guerlain. It's called the L'Or Guerlain. I think it's called 24K Pure Gold Radiance Primer. And I'm just going to use a dot. Oops. Just going to use like a little pump of that. And I'm going to put it all here. And I would like to know, would you like me to make a video where I show you my, like when I do a makeup, but include also the skin prep? I think that would be interesting. Let me know if you want to see that, because skin prep is extremely important when you're doing a makeup, so that it can sit really well on your face and it's going to look a lot better, and it's very important. So let me know if you want to see that. I have very dehydrated under eyes, so I'm going to use a little bit of an eye cream at the bottom, which is not only going to help me to kind of correct this a little bit, just make it even more perfect, but it's also going to nourish and hydrate my under eyes. I'm just going to I'm going to use this tiny cotton brown. First of all, I'm going to take a little bit. I'm going to bring it here. And it's really important, because if you are like me, where you have like dehydrated and dry under eyes, the makeup won't sit well. So I do recommend you can, after you do your skin prep, right before you go with your concealer, you can use a little bit of cream in your under eyes, and it's going to be really helpful to making sure that the concealer goes on smoothly and doesn't look patchy on those dry areas. So it works really well. And this is a sample actually of the Drunk Elephant. It's called the Ceramighty AF Eye Balm. And I'm actually really liking it. I might have to purchase the thing. This is just a sample that I was given in SpaceNK. So I'm going to take this cotton bud, and then I'm going to, with the cream that I put on it, I'm just going to swipe here and perfect or sharpen a little bit more this area here. I think I did a pretty good job, so I didn't have to correct too much there. Let's see on this side. So I'm going to take my palette. This is it came like in two versions, Harmony 1 and Harmony 2. So this would be to from fair to medium skin colors. And there's another one that is kind of like medium to dark skin colors. And I'm gonna use this color here, which is going to help neutralize a little bit of redness. And I have a little bit of redness here around my forehead. It's like I've got like a little pimple here coming out, and I'm gonna just dab that in. It's gonna look a little bit weird. I'm first gonna try to correct the redness around my face, and I have a little bit of redness here. I'm just gonna press it in. And this product just melts into the skin, which is really good. So I'm gonna go here also in my chin. I have a lot of redness. Then I'm also gonna go in with this pinky color, which is helpful for if you have dark circles. I have a little bit of a darkness here because I haven't been sleeping the best. And I'm going to neutralize that with this color before I use my concealer. Now that I've done all the skin correcting, I can move on with the foundation. And you can basically use all these colors here as a foundation. You just need to kind of like mix and see which color works best for you. So let's see. I think I need to use a combination of this one and this one. And yeah, I think that's gonna work really well. So I'm just gonna take more of that product and I'm gonna place it straight on my face. And then blend it in with a brush or a sponge. I'm gonna start with a sponge. I'm gonna use my sponge from Boots. I'm just gonna bounce. So I don't know about you. I know that not everybody is celebrating Christmas around this time. I am going to celebrate Christmas. I'm gonna have my brother over. I don't know if my niece is coming. So I'm really excited about that. And I'm wondering, what are you planning on cooking? What do you cook for Christmas Day? What do you have? I know a lot of people have turkey. I will not be having turkey. I'm not, in my country, turkey is not so popular. We usually have other things. I'm from Venezuela. We have hallacas. That's very popular. I love my hallacas. I don't know if I'll be having that this year, unfortunately, but I may find some. If I find some, it'll be amazing. Would you want to tell me what is the food that you will have? Do you cook? What food are you planning on making? It'll be interesting to know. I have kind of like become a person where I have no more traditions. It's not that I don't have any more traditions, that I just don't stick to one tradition, because I'm from Venezuela, but my parents are Portuguese. Of course, growing up, we did have traditional things that we would always do. But I'm married to an Icelandic man. And I live in a completely different country where I don't often have access to my traditional food and all that. So it's become something where I don't make the same food anymore. I just make something that's really nice. Well, that's a little bit about me. So this foundation just meshes with the skin. It looks very natural, but I feel like I want to build it a little bit more. I want a little bit more coverage since, it's the holidays and I want a little more coverage. So I'm just going to add a little extra, especially to the center of my face, because that's where I feel I need a little bit more coverage. I think we're ready now for concealer, and I'm going to use my new YSL All Hours Concealer. I really like this concealer. It's really thin. It doesn't have like a big coverage, too much coverage, but it just meshes with the skin, especially when the under eye is nice and prepped. It meshes really well, and it doesn't crease. That's the word. It doesn't crease on me. So I am really liking this concealer. I'm really pleased that I bought it. I also have the foundation, which I decided not to use today because I wanted to use this HD palette, because I feel like I haven't used it enough, especially here creating makeup looks. So I'm just blending that with the tip of the sponge. Lately, that's how I've been blending my base, with the sponge. I don't know, I just really enjoy the movement, I suppose, of doing this. And I like how seamlessly it blends and kind of pushes the product into the skin. So it meshes really nicely. It looks a little more natural as well. So you see, this foundation is not, it's actually not very glowy at all. I mean, I suppose maybe if I would use a more radiant prep underneath, it would look more glowy, but I like that it's not too glowy because then I can add the glow. I could use the bronzer here. Actually, let's use the bronzer here. I haven't used it in a while and I should just use it. Let's take a brush and do some sort of bronzing, contouring. I'm just going to use this color because this one might be a little too dark for me. And I'm just going to do, like if I was going to contour. I don't think this color is so much of a contour, but I'm going to place it like a little bit higher and a little bit in my forehead, just a few dots, because this product has a lot of pigment. Just going to put like a dot on the nose and whatever's left here. There we go. Now I'm going to blend that. I wonder if I should use, maybe I just use a sponge again. Let's see how that works. Use the sponge. Oh, actually it works really well. It's really well to use the sponge as well. That looks very nice. The skin looks warmed up very, very gently. Really love that. The other thing I want to use from this palette, could also use the blush, but I want to use, yeah, let's use the blush as well. So I'm just going to dab with my fingers. And I'm gonna use this color here. This one, I love this color, but I think that one is a color I like more for summer. I want to use this one that's a little bit more pinky. Oh, by the way, I did buy a few things for Black Friday. I bought 2 blushes. I'm hoping that I will be able to share them with you for the makeup look in for New Year's. I'll let you know, I bought this Charlotte Tilbury wand. I think it's the shimmering blush. And then I bought one from Givenchy, however you call it. This blush is beautiful though, because you can just blend it with your fingers. I'm obviously going to use a powder one on top just to intensify that and so that my makeup can last a bit longer. But the other thing you can also use from this palette is the highlighter, which is up here. And this is a balm highlighter, so it's very, very subtle. I really, really like it. Use it a lot as well. And it looks really beautiful and very natural. But I will be using another highlighter, a powder highlighter as well, because I want all the highlights today. So this is the base, and I'm going to set everything with my Laura Mercier Loose setting powder, translucent loose setting powder. So I just need to do. So I'm going to set all the base now. I'm going to check under my eyes, make sure that it hasn't creased. And I'm going to blend. This powder is so good. Now I understand why so many people likes this powder from Laura Mercier. It makes absolutely sense, total sense. I'm just going to set the center of my face. To slightly intensify the bronzer, I'm going to use this powder, which is, I've used it so many times. It's from Guerlain. And it's their Terracota Nude. And this works almost like a bronzer for me because it's got a little bit of a pigment in it. But if you have darker skin than me, it's just going to work as a finishing powder that kind of gives you a little bit of a highlight, but it also brings everything together. I really love this powder, and you can see I've hit pan on it. So I'm just gonna swirl it like this very gently. I don't want to press too hard because I don't want to disturb the foundation. I kind of just use it in the perimeters of my face, and that also gives like a little bit of light to the skin. It's not a highlighter, it's more like a finishing powder, and it just helps to bring everything together. Don't have a new blush yet, so I'm gonna use my Dior Backstage, which is fine because this product, you know, is still popular, and I really like it. And I'm just gonna take a little bit of that, intensify the blush very gently, a little pinch in the nose, just the tiniest bit, a little bit here as well. To intensify the highlight, I'm going to use my lovely new highlighter from Chanel. Love. This is such a gorgeous product, and you don't only have to use it as a highlighter, you can use it on your eyelids and it looks stunning. So I'm going to take a little bit of that. I'm just going to add that. It's got this, it's called, what is it called? It's called highlighting powder in the color 30 Rosy Gold. And it just has the most beautiful golden radiance to it. So it's like this golden shimmer, but it's not shimmer. I mean, it is, but it kind of just meshes with the skin, so you don't see it like sparkle, but more like it's just like a highlight. It's so beautiful. Love it. We need to finish the eyes. And I'm gonna take my palette again, my eyeshadow palette from Charlotte Tilbury. I'm gonna take my brush. I'm gonna take these two colors down here, and I'm gonna run them along my lash line at the bottom, because we want this to look a little more cohesive. That's also going to make the eye look a little bit bigger. We can see the difference there. So now is the time if you want to kind of like do a little bit of an inner corner liner, like a what's it called, siren. So I could take my eyeliner and do a little bit of a siren eye. Let's see if I can do that with this one, because it's so small, so easy to get in there and make the tiniest siren eye. Move on with the eyelashes, and I'm going to curl my eyelashes with my Laura Mercier eyelash curler. And oh, you can hear an ambulance. I live in London, by the way, so it's probably very normal to hear all the sirens and stuff. So before I go in with my mascara, I want to set my makeup in place, and I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. And I like to do this before using my mascara, because I always feel that if I do it after my mascara, it might interfere with my mascara before it dries down and can kind of like migrate or something. So just going to use that. Good amount to set everything and lock everything in place. Just fan it out a little bit. And I'm going to go in with my new mascara, which is from Dior. My favorite mascara is the Backstage. My favorite mascara is the Dior Show Backstage. But unfortunately, it's out of stock. I didn't find it here in England. I haven't found it in the airport when I was traveling. So instead, I bought the Overcurl, which I remember using it years ago, but I don't remember if I loved it as much as the Dior Show. But let's give it a try. And I bought this is the waterproof version. So really important, because I use so many creams underneath, it kind of migrates a little bit, even if it's waterproof sometimes. But yeah, this is the refillable packaging. I think you can take this part here and then you buy the mascara. That's pretty good. So let's try it. Let's see how it looks. Well, I like the curve. This curve is kind of nice. I know that this is one of Dior's most popular mascaras. I think that's not too bad. I'm going to take whatever's left and I'm going to do my lower lashes. I don't love doing my lower lashes too much, but I'm just going to put a little bit of mascara kind of like at the base of the lashes so you can actually see them. But I don't like to add too much product to make them look too long. I just feel like that doesn't look so flattering on me. Now let's move on with the lips to finish this look. And I'm going to use a lip liner. This is a lip liner from Nuxe. It's from their matte lip liner line. And it's in the color Cans. And it's this beautiful pink. And the way I like to do my lips is I like to follow the natural line, especially at the bottom of my lips. Then on the top part, I like to overline just a little bit in the center, in the Cupid's bow. I overline a little bit there, and then a little bit here, almost draw like a little heart. That's going to help lift the lips, and also make it look a little bit more voluptuous. And I follow the natural line of my lips. This is such a beautiful color. You could almost just use a lip gloss and it's a lipstick in its own. But I want to use a bright color because it's Christmas, and instead of using the traditional red, which I love, I personally love red, I wanted to use this beautiful pink color. This is a lipstick from Dior. It's called Rouge Dior, and the color is 047 Miss. I don't know if they make this anymore, so I'm gonna link the closest lipstick that I find that looks like this one. This is basically a hot pink. and it's such a beautiful color. And I thought, you know, to change things a little bit, why not use a hot pink instead of the traditional red? I think it's gonna look really beautiful. So let's put it on. These lipsticks from Dior are so nice. I think now they're in a refill packaging. Just love how it glides on and it's so comfortable on the lips. Look how beautiful that is. Absolutely love it. Okay, so this is the final look. Let's see if I'm able to share with you also a little bit of my outfit so it can make a little bit more sense as to why I chose to use a hot pink on my lips. And this is such a beautiful color and it's equally as festive. Look how this makeup looks. I'm really liking it. I'm really liking it. I hope you're enjoying it as well. And hopefully you are gonna have a great time this holiday seasons, whether you're celebrating Christmas or not. I hope you're gonna have a great time with your family and friends, whatever you're up to. I hope you enjoyed this look, and if you did watch all the way to the end, I want you to know that I really appreciate you watching this video, and I hope you have a great time this Christmas, and I'll see you soon in another video. Ciao!